DocIntel ingestions workflow. Here I'm going to present how the ingestion flow works in our DocIntel. In these demonstrations, we'll walk through the complete life cycle of document ingestions, processing, enrichment, indexing, and AI-powered retrieval within the DocIntel platform. First is the document upload options, as you see in the upload button here. So now when I click this upload button, so it pops up a document or the documents to upload. What I'm gonna do is I will first select one of the documents and we'll try to upload those documents. So here user uploads documents include PDF, Word, Excel, PowerPoints, images, emails, and text files. So that is the step one. Step two, it has a validations and security. DocIntel validates file types, performs malware scanning, applies governance policies, and captures document metadata. At this stage, all of these things happens. Now, in the step three, it extract the contents. So in the content extraction phases, text, tables, images, and metadata are extracted from the source documents. OCR is applied whenever required. And in the step four, data normalization happens. Content is standardized and transformed into a consistent structures of the for the downstream processing. Now the next step is AI enrichment. DocIntel generates summaries. As you see the summary button here, so it can generate the summaries. It classifies the documents like you see that the lease extension. So this is a classifications of the documents. Then it has a lot of keywords, then entities and business metadata it enrich by using the AI. So now after AI enrichment in the step 6, it has an options for the chunking and embedding. You saw it before, that's during the uploading. After it uploads the files, it's right away it does the chunking. So in the chunking stage, that's you can click the chunk and you will be able to see different chunk that is done. Especially in these files, there are 14 records that is chunked. It means the documents is broken into 14 chunks. Now documents are intelligently segmented into semantic chunks, and vector embedding, this embed button is there. When we click these embeds, it does the embedding into the vector database. In this case, it's used the PG vectors or Postgre vectors for the embeddings. Now, what happens after embedding is internally there's the indexing that happens. Structured content, metadata, and embeddings are indexed for high performance search and the retrieval. What else is being done? You see there is a redact PII before chunking and embedding. When it is turned on as a part of the governance, this PII detections, redactions, retention policies are also ensured, and all of these things as a part of the observability, it has a audit tracking as well. And this is this pretty much covers the um, ingestion process, but outcome is that it is once it completes the ingestion process, it is available for the knowledge access. So it creates the knowledge base now with the ingestion workflow, then it is available for the knowledge access. Users can search, chat, summarized, analyzed, and retrieve insight from the ingested documents. Now, what else it can do? There is a workflow automations that it has. For example, when I click Liz, there is an agent that comes in place. I wanted to show you some of the agentic work that was done before. For example, if I click these particular list documents, you see that there's a steps that was performed. This is a workflow automations for the list intelligence. So in this list document, you're gonna see that there's a summary sections, lease abstract, which is a pretty important information inside the lease that it extracted out. So it's a part of the workflow. Same as that, you see some critical dates that's over there. So it means that in the critical dates section from the lease document, it extracts the right related information. And few other workflows, something called the application checklist, clause flags, and all of these things. This is just one of the workflows. So any workflow automation is also possible. For example, there is after visit summary in the medical. If I click this one, it has a different workflow, right? Healthcare workflow is different than the lease workflow. So based on the classification of the document, is it further does the workflow automations based on the domain verticals, based on the industries, and all of these things. So for example, summary for the after visit summary is a patient informations, clinical summary, it comes plans, what are the plans, what are the patient instruction, lab results, and and it has a bunch of other items that comes as a part of the workflow automations. Now it means in the workflow automation, the enriched contents can be connected to business workflows, agents, analytics, and AI application. Thank you for watching the DocIntel ingestion workflow demonstrations.